Virginia Giuffre, Jeffrey Epstein and Prince Andrew Accuser, dies aged 41. Virginia Giuffre, one of the most prominent victims of the disgraced U.S. financier Jeffrey Epstein, who also alleged she was sexually trafficked to Prince Andrew, has died aged 41. Her family issued a statement on Saturday confirming she took her own life at her farm in Western Australia, where she had lived for several years. It is with utterly broken hearts that we announce that Virginia passed away last night at her farm in Western Australia. She lost her life to suicide after being a lifelong victim of sexual abuse and sex trafficking, the statement read. In the end, the toll of abuse is so heavy that it became unbearable for Virginia to handle its weight. Giuffre was one of the most vocal victims of Epstein, alleging she had been groomed and sexually abused by him and his longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, beginning in her teens. The family described her as a fierce warrior against sexual abuse and sex trafficking and a light that lifted so many survivors. Despite all the adversity she faced in her life, she shone so bright. She will be missed beyond measure, they said. Giuffre is survived by her 3 children, Christian, Noah and Emily, who her family said were the light of her life. It was when she held her newborn daughter in her arms that Virginia realized she had to fight back against those who had abused her and so many others, they said. There are no words that can express the grave loss we feel today with the passing of our sweet Virginia. She was heroic and will always be remembered for her incredible courage and loving spirit. Giuffre's lawyer, Sigrid McCauley, said she was much more than a client. She was a dear friend and an incredible champion for other victims. Her courage pushed me to fight harder, and her strength was awe-inspiring, McCauley said. The world has lost an amazing human being today. Rest in peace, my sweet angel. Giuffre's representative Deanie von Mueffling said she was one of the most extraordinary human beings I have ever had the honor to know. Deeply loving, wise and funny, she was a beacon to other survivors and victims. She adored her children and many animals, she said. She was always more concerned with me than with herself. I will miss her beyond words. It was the privilege of a lifetime to represent her. Josh Giuffre, a lawyer who represents one of Epstein's victims, said Giuffre was integral to exposing the financier. The case wouldn't have existed without the input, her cooperation, her bravery at the beginning, inspiring so many other people to come forward, he told the U.S. cable network News Nation.